Hello everyone, Pastor Isaac here, and I wanted to give a quick update for our church Southwest on what we're going to be doing for a reopening strategy. This is something that the board and I have been praying about, the leadership have been looking at, and trying to determine what is best for our church and for each of us, because I know that God has a specific plan for Southwest and what He wants for us. And so I wanted to address a couple of things in a video so that way you can hear it from me, see me, so that way it's not just words on a paper, so you can hear my heart. One of the things that everybody's been asking is timeline. We do not have a specific date yet as to when we're going to be reopening. We are looking at some possible dates, maybe the end of May, early June. And what this does is it gives us a chance to really evaluate the current situation and things that are going on, as well as prepare the building for when everybody returns. So really what we're doing is we're playing it by ear just to see how things go now that the lockdown has been lifted and we are starting to reopen. And so we've just been saying as a board and as a leadership, we just really want to keep everybody safe, but also move in that direction towards reopening. And so that's kind of the time frame for everybody, so that way you kind of have a general idea of when, but nothing definitive yet. Now we are making some changes to the building, the church building as a whole, and what we're going to be doing to keep everybody safe here. So in the sanctuary, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be separating the chairs so that family units can sit with each other, but yet they're going to be about 6 feet apart. So we're going to have sections of 5, so that way everybody can sit together for a family, but also we can practice social distancing inside of the sanctuary. Also, some of the things that we're going to be doing is we are going to be setting up some hand sanitizing stations. So you can either wash your hands or use that in order to keep your hands nice and clean. Also, we are going to be looking at purchasing masks for people that if that makes you feel comfortable and you would need a mask while you are here, then we would like to have those on hand so that way we can provide those for people. Now, we are not going to require wearing a mask while in the building, but that's an option for you if you would like to do that, if that will help you feel safe and comfortable. And so that we want to keep that option available for everyone. Also, we're going to be opening the doors for you. So we're going to have our greeters are going to open the door so that way there's no contact with that. And we're not going to be printing bulletins for the time being, so that way we can, there's not going to be any transfer of anything from person to person. I know that one of the other concerns that many people have is for those over 65 and some of the people that are more at risk. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to reach out to everyone. And so what we're trying to do is we are also getting to the place where we want to live stream the services on Sunday morning. And so when we return, when everything is back to in the building itself, one of the things that we want to do is we want to live stream it on both Facebook and YouTube so that everyone can see it if they feel like they need to stay home still. And so we don't want anybody to feel like they're uncomfortable or to feel like they are putting themselves in danger. And so we're going to be doing that for you so that way you can still be a part of the service here at Southwest even if you're at home. One of the other things that we've been discussing as a leadership and as a team, we've been trying to figure out what we're going to do as far as how can we provide for our kids. So one of the things that is very clear to us is that kids do not have a concept of social distancing. I think everybody knows this and is able to recognize that. And so for the time being, we're not going to be having ministry for kids in their classrooms. So we're not going to be having a nursery, a preschool, or the elementary classrooms. And so what we're going to be doing is everybody's going to be in the sanctuary together for the time being. And I know that this poses a lot of different questions and a lot of different concerns from parents, and especially being a parent myself, this does pose a lot of concerns. And so this is one of the things that I would like for everybody to be praying about, considering what kind of options we have, what kind of things we can do as a church to provide for our kids. Because here at Southwest, we want to give our kids an atmosphere where they feel welcomed and appreciated and loved, and not just that they are an extra thing that we have to deal with. And so we really want to help our kids during this time. And so one of the things that we're going to be doing is we are going to be preparing the classrooms for families to be able to go in there. So one family per classroom. Now we have about 4 classrooms that we can prepare for each person, and so hopefully that would be able to suit the needs right now. As if one of your kids needs to get some energy out, then you can go into the classroom right there, and that way you can use that as an area for your kid. And so we're trying to figure out a lot of different things. We're trying to work at getting everything set up for all of us to return, because this is something that I really want to do. I really want to be back together. But at the same time, I understand the current climate and I understand the current conditions that we're all facing. And so we want to play everything safe, but also use our faith to be able to see God move in this time. And so there's 2 things that I'm asking you to do. Number 1 is to continue to connect. Continue to reach out to each other during this time. Use Zoom, use Facebook, use calling, text messages, writing letters, all of the things that you have been doing. I just would urge you to continue to do those things. Also, continue to pray. This is the second thing. Pray for us. Pray that we make godly decisions. Pray that things go smoothly for us. Pray that God begins to speak to us and really show us His goal, His passion for us, and His will for our church. And so we are all trying very hard to be able to create some sort of normal living once again. We're all trying very hard to figure out what is the best steps for us to take. And so please continue to pray for the leadership of the church and ask God to really begin to speak to us and help us to do the best that we can do for everyone. And so I just wanted to encourage you all during this time, encourage you that God is on the move and God still has great things in store for all of us. And so that way we can all be there together. We can all do this with each other. We love you. Have a great day.